trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, she leash. Cause I love in the streets. Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, set. Green jack. Black, red. Black ultra.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Ready, quick. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Get out of here with a W offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So two incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it way across midfield. Johnson, 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
The Falcons hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
6, 7, 2, yellow.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They go play action now. Graham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The front helping the back. The pressure down here on that last play. The person to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Graham going to set up to throw.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Oh, what a move. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, blew a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Graham.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Black ultra. Red, yellow. Code red.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Real green.
Now back to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now Graham to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. (10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Watch out now. 52.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight.
Able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Taylor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Mevis knocks this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Dayo Odangbo, his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
This is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Running left, here's Patterson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
striker. Black shot. Steel blue.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Cool knocks this one through the post.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one.
And it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Youngway coup for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Throwing after the interception. Graham. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Gets around him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Graham.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun, it's Graham. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Graham looking to throw on second down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Ready, set.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Play action. It's Graham. And it's his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts get a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. That went nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Patterson on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll try and throw for it with Graham. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are right back in this football game. But I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. On 2nd down, Graham. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying it up defensively. And it brings up 3rd down.
On third down, here's Taylor. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Back to throw again. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 164 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll throw on first down with Graham. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to roam now. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second and 5. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Cool down for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a give to Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Taylor. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Graham will throw. That's complete to Pierce. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They go play action with Graham. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Mevis knocks this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Squib kick picked up near the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19 yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Patterson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Right two. Watch it. 6. Right. Right.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.